Hello students, this is Imran Khan. Welcome to the online classes of Defense Career Academy. Now, here with the blood topic part 2, we'll see that blood corpuscles, blood cells. First we have seen in the last video, we have seen plasma, which is about 55% of total blood. This is blood cells. Now, yesterday in the last lecture, we have seen there are mainly three types of cells present in the blood: RBCs, WBCs and platelets. So, in this lecture, we will see the RBCs. As we all know that the RBC is scientifically called as erythrocyte. Erythrocyte, erythro means red, cyte means cell. So, as far as the vertebrate blood is concerned, in the vertebrate's blood, the RBCs are nucleated. It contains the nucleus. Means the nucleus genetic material is enveloped in the nuclear membrane. But except mammals, invertebrates, the mammals is having anucleated RBCs, means it does not having nucleus. Okay, so mammals does not having nucleus means anucleated RBCs in all mammals except the camel. The camel RBCs is having nucleus, means genetic material is enveloped, is packed in the nuclear organization. So, what about the size of RBCs? As we all know that the largest RBCs is present in salamander. We know that the salamander is comes under amphibians. Salamander is having largest size of RBCs, which consist of 80 micrometer diameter of RBCs. Now, what about the smallest RBC? These all points are very much important in NDA examinations. The smallest RBC is present in musk deer. Musk deer is having smallest RBC, which consists of diameter of 1.5 micrometer. 1.5 micrometer diameter, which is the smallest one. Now, let us see the shape of RBC. As we all know that the shape of RBC is biconcave. Biconcave. What do you mean by biconcave? As we see this thing, the concave cavity and convex cavity. Concave cavity is depressed part. Depressed part. This is called as concave cavity. If the cavity is oppressed, so this will called as convex cavity. So concave, biconcave means from both the side, the RBC is concave. The depressed part will be present from both the side. So that's why it is called as concave. Biconcave matlab means both the side is concave, depressed part, having depressed part. Round in shape, it is spherical or round in shape. What about the lifespan? If RBC is produced, it lives or survive up to 120 days. 120 days is the lifespan of RBC. Now, what about the protein? An important protein present in RBC, which is called as HB, which means hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a integrated conjugate respiratory protein. It is integral part of RBC, which RBCs never will be never completed without HB. So hemoglobin is an integrated conjugate respiratory protein. Why it is called as integrated conjugated respiratory protein? Because the attachment of O2 and the attachment of the release of CO2, takes place from the HB only, from HB. So that's why it is called as a respiratory protein. So RBC becomes a respiratory cell because of HB. HB is a attachment site for Fe, iron, or as well as oxygen and carbon dioxide. So that's why RBC means erythrocyte is a respiratory protein. What about the next part or next thing? As we all know that the liver is the erythropoiesis site. We know that the hemopoiesis means, hem means blood, poiesis means formation. Poiesis means formation. So in the liver, the hemopoiesis is taking place in fetus. As we all know that the fetus is which is present in the womb of the mother, which have not birthed yet. So that is called as fetus. So inside the womb of the mother, when fetus is growing, the hemopoiesis takes place inside the liver. So this becomes hemopoietic organ. The liver become hemopoietic organ, which will always also have erythropoiesis, means formation of erythrocyte, leukopoiesis, the formation of WBCs, and thrombopoiesis, the formation of platelet as well. So combinedly, erythropoiesis, leukopoiesis and thrombopoiesis will be having into hemopoiesis. Now, what about in adult? How the erythropoiesis or hemopoiesis combinedly takes place in adult? So, as we all know, it will take place inside the red bone marrow. Inside the red bone marrow. And we all know that the red bone marrow present in long bones. Long bones. Okay? Long bones. Red bone marrow present in long bones. And the hemopoiesis process is taking place inside the red bone marrow. It is having two types of bone marrow, red bone marrow and yellow bone marrow. Red bone marrow is having hemopoiesis procedure, and the yellow bone marrow consists of adipocytes, fat cell, which provides the cushion, which provides the energy reservoir to the body. Now, red bone marrow is the hemopoietic organ in adult. In both the adult, male as well as female, in female, the red bone marrow is the hemopoietic organ. Which cells are responsible for making RBCs? The process will be called as erythropoiesis. The cells which are responsible is stem cell. The stem cell is responsible for RBC production, RBC formation inside the red bone marrow, and the process is called as erythropoiesis. Once again I am saying, Erythropoiesis, leukopoiesis, thrombopoiesis comes under hemopoiesis. Heme means blood. So combinedly the blood cells formation is taking place in the red bone marrow. Okay. What about the HB formation? HB. And what is the quantity of HB inside the male as inside and in the female? In male, the HB concentration is 15 to 16 gram per deciliter. 15 to 16 gram per deciliter. What do you mean by deciliter? 1 deciliter is equals to 1 deciliter is equals to 100 ml. Remember this thing. 1 deciliter is equals to 100 ml. So 15 to 16 gram per deciliter is present in male HB. HB concentration in single RB in male. And HB is just, we have seen the HB is conjugated respiratory protein. HB is conjugated respiratory protein. In female, the HB concentration is 13 to 14 gram per deciliter. In female, the HB concentration is 13 to 14 gram per deciliter. Again, 1 deciliter is equals to 100 ml. Now, these all points are very specific with NDA examination, and these points are gathered according to examination, the question asked in the examination. So that's why these are the very precise points in that I am explaining to you all the specific points related with NDA and NA questions. Now, HB related disorders. As we all know, the RBC is having integral respiratory conjugate protein HB. So this disorder related with RBC also means if HB decreases, if HB is having any type of disorder, any type of deficiency, it will directly affect on the RBCs, means erythrocyte. One of important and commonly found disorder is pernicious anemia. Pernicious anemia is common and this is non-genetic. This is non-genetic. The next important thing, how it occurs. What do you mean by anemia? Anemia is basically deficiency of HB, deficiency of HB, deficiency of HB, or amount or concentration of HB is decreases. It is non-genetic. It doesn't come from the parents to their offspring. That's why it is non-genetic. This is commonly found anemia. How it is occurred? Because of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 amount is decreases in the body. If vitamin B12 amount is decreases in the body, the maturation of HB and RBC will not take place. That's why this pernicious anemia occurred in the body. Lesser amount of HB. The symptoms are breathlessness, and the other disorder will also depend on the pernicious anemia, because if body will not have enough amount of quantity of blood, means HB or RBC, so it will create more problems like breathlessness or apoxia, etc. Next disorder is sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia, what happened in this? The HB shape, the RBC shape is become moon-like, half moon shape become. RBC become half moon shape. Sickle means half moon shape. So this is a genetical disorder. Genetical disorder. This is genetical disorder. If the RBC shape is reduced, to up to half moon shape. So obviously oxygen carrying capacity will also decreases. Oxygen carrying capacity will also decreases because of reducing in shape of RBC. So this is the genetical disorder, okay, and it will transfer from parents to their offspring, which also always having insufficient amount of oxygen because the shape of RBC is reducing up to half moon shape. The next one is thalassemia. In the thalassemia, this is also a genetical disorder. This is also genetical disorder in that the HB and the RBC, HB and RBC not produce in the body. The stem cell which is responsible for erythropoiesis or hemopoiesis will not produce the RBCs. So in the thalassemic patient, there is always shortage of blood in the body because the body or bone marrow, in the red bone marrow, the stem cell is unable to produce the hemopoiesis or erythropoiesis. So what is the reason? Because this is a genetical disorder, it will transfer from the parents to their offspring. And what can be treatment of this thalassemic patient? So the treatment is only transfusion, to give the same blood group blood from another person to that person. The last disorder is septicemia. Septicemia is blood poisoning. Blood poisoning. Blood poisoning. If blood is having any types of toxic substances, so blood poisoning takes place. Is because of that poisoning, any type of blood poisoning causes the effect on the RBC as well, which will affect the HB, and finally it will affect on the oxygen carrying capacity. Okay, so this is all about from the blood part 2 RBC. We'll see the next will be the leukocyte, means WBCs. Thank you very much.